Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm so happy with the responses for the last video. It's really good. I'm so happy. I mean, I've had comments on videos, likes on videos, like the views has been brilliant. And now for this week, for episode 4, it's going to be about the stereotyping of this sort of time, day and age. I sound so old when I say that. But yeah, it's I mean, personally, I get stereotyped either as a girl, as you know from last episode, which isn't, you know, I can live with that. I've had it for ages. But now I get stereotyped as this some sort of drug baron god who does every drug under the sun. I don't. Just clearing that up. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything to do with drugs. That's not my forte. But yeah, I don't understand these stereotyping. I mean, if you want to know what someone's like, then just ask. No, don't just ask. That's gonna be a bit weird. Like going up to someone like, hey, what are you into? But yeah, I mean, just ask, as in, you know, get to know them a bit, and then you'll find out more about them. But don't stereotype everyone all the time. I mean, it's getting really bad. For example, another one would be, say, if there's a group of people in trackies and stuff like that, everyone automatically thinks chav. But bro, you know, they could be ballet dancers, they could be into classical music or, you know, stuff like that. That'd be a bit of a shock. That'd shock me. But yeah, and another thing I get stereotyped as a lot is, you know, being the whole grebo-y emo thing, who listens to death music. Death music? What is that? No, fair enough, I see where you people are coming from. I'm not having a go at all. But I'm just saying, it's not death music. It doesn't represent death in any way. I mean, for example, another one. There's a lot of examples in this episode, but Marilyn Manson once said if you were to put his lyrics against a Bible, there would be more death in a Bible. And I agree. I mean, you can't... There is going to be that. I mean, if you put all the lyrics to the songs I listen to, I can guarantee there'd be more death in like an episode of Casualty. There's a lot of death in Casualty. But yeah, it's quite it doesn't hurt as much. It's just a bit, it annoys people, and I can see where they're coming from. You know, they don't want to be stereotyped as something they're not. And I think it's to do with the few main people who do, you know, do things to then lead it to everyone who looks and dresses like that to be called that. And this is gonna go back to like, oh, when I said about the older people and how they hate our generation and stuff like that. But it's not all of us. If there is any older people watching, it's not all of us. It's those select few who have put a bad impression on all of us. And I know in the last episode I did say, you know, lads with the hanky down trousers, but I meant a few. So don't go judging me. I'm no hypocrite. I know what I'm on about. But yeah, I mean, and then you get, obviously, the girls. They're all near enough categorised as slags nowadays. Every girl thinks every other girl is a slag. Not true. Not true at all. But yeah, and the people, right, they do get stereotyped as slags, and they take the attention from that. Whoa! That's not good. Don't do that. Don't take attention for being a slag and build on that. That's something you don't want to do, because you're just going to look terrible. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I mentioned your eyebrows and shit, and Jesus. Don't go taking attention for being a slag as well. That's terrible. But yeah, stereotyping in general, it has gone it's on the up. It's really bad. You know, I get stereotyped as this sort of stoner, as I've said. And you know, I know people who get stereotyped the same, and it's just because, basically, you know, it's because of the way we dress. I hate people stereotyping on people the way they dress. If you see me, you would think long hair, stoner, but jeans and shirt, chav. So I'm a hybrid. I'm a grav or a chibo. I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, I can't understand why you would like judge someone on the way they dress. So would you take that all the way? Would you go very extreme into that? Would you see someone who wears a suit and tie and automatically think of them as posh. They could just be out going for a job interview. They don't need to be posh. Jesus. It's the stereotyping, you know, especially with, like, you know, people who do dress in trackies, you know, I used to. It's comfy. They are comfy. But then you get, like, some people who, like, purposely walk away from people in trackies because they think they're chaps. But they might not be. You know, they might be, like, these really nice people who you can get along with. And then you're just stereotyping them on the way they look, and I don't agree with it exactly. And this is going to lead into my other point that someone else suggested. Well, it's going to try and lead into it. But the homophobia stereotype is on the rise, and just homophobia in general. I don't agree with homophobia whatsoever. I think that everyone is equal no matter what, you know, sexuality they are. Why should that matter? Really, it shouldn't. But yeah, it's, you know, people nowadays are always, you know, fair enough, if I saw someone I'd think, oh yeah, maybe he's a bit camp. Acceptable. But I won't fully go up to him and be like, ha, you must be gay because you dress like that. You don't do that. That's inhuman and highly insensitive. And then they'll probably go home and cry. And then you'll just laugh. And then I will feel sorry for you because you're heartless. You have no heart. But yeah, it's on the rise, and obviously, you know, this day and age, you know, being homosexual or whatever, it's becoming more acceptable, which I'm so happy about. I mean, you know, well, not recently, but like a month or two ago, gay marriage, you know, that's brilliant news. But then there's always going to be those certain people with the torches and the bloody signs. God, gay is wrong, God didn't make Adam and Steve, he made Adam and Eve. And they really need to, you know, see from a different point of view now that it's allowed, you know. It's always been allowed, but it's so much more acceptable now, and I'm so happy. But you homophobics, you disgust me in a way I never thought I'd be disgusted. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and you know, I'm trying to keep them funny and fresh and saying what's on your mind. Tune in for the next episode. It is going to be weekly, I promise. I make a promise to you, weekly thing now. But yeah, this should be up sometime soon, and just keep liking, subscribing, favoriting, whatever you want to do. Keep coming up with suggestions, I will do them all, I promise. And I'll see you next week, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
Got one more bottle of Jack. What the fuck we gonna do with it? Let's get it fucked up. And if you got a little problem with that, what the fuck you gonna do about it? You get it fucked up. We got one more bottle of Jack. What the fuck we gonna do with it? Let's get it fucked up. So if you got a little problem, there's one easy way we can stop it. It starts with my ticket. I feel like $1,000,000. The truth is, I'm about $1 bill away from broke as fuck. But I got a little weed.